Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
You walk away with a silver medal, which is an incredible accomplishment. Can you take any pride in that?
No. I don't like to lose.
Now it's like I know what feeling I don't want to ever go through. He was talking about you crying and like, you go watch Floyd. Floyd was crying after he lost his leg. I don't ever want to feel that again. I don't want to ever lose. Like, I'm not cool with losing.
This is a TKO victory for Shakur Stevenson.
He's tough. He don't take no for an answer, so I got to beat it out of him.
Shakur, of course he the truth. Teofimo not messing with him. I don't think Tank messing with him. Gary Russell Jr. ain't messing with him.
Me right now, if you ask me, would I beat Floyd Mayweather back in the day, I'm going to say yes. And truthfully, really believe that.
I know my body. Yeah, I know Shakur body. Shakur know my body. Do I step to you when we fought? Yes or no?
No.
Do we step to each other? Yes or no?
No.
The southpaw version of Floyd Mayweather.
Oscar can't keep ducking. It's time for him to fight. It's me versus Oscar Valdez. There's nothing else to look forward to. Canelo can't get in the ring fight for him. And even if he could, I feel like if me and Canelo's at the same weight, I feel like I'll beat him.
SDS Promotions.
I'm one of the best fighters in boxing.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, and welcome to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. For those of you that been tuned in since, quite some time ago, I'll just go ahead and apologize. It is Thanksgiving, so I thought I'd start sooner than what I did. But here I am. We're here. We're ready to go. And we're going to talk some boxing. We got a great topic as Shakur Stevenson continues to be one of my best favorite fighters in the whole wide world. Always calling out the top, and took it a step further. You know, this guy must be listening to the show without a doubt. Why? Because, it's like he's literally not only calling everybody out that we want him to fight, but he's also sent an offer
show now.
to William Zepeda.
Your show is scheduled to start in 9 minutes, 16 seconds.
All right, so when that starts, it'll start. That being said,
9 minutes until showtime.
She's going to say that periodically. I might have to log out. So, yeah, man. He sent an offer. And it's funny because we found out about this offer via Twitter. And not too long ago, people kind of down Twitter in the sense that, content creators were essentially making news from Twitter, right? But we quickly see that that's where all the news is happening. And more journalists are using fighters' social media, promoters' social media, trainers' social media as a form of quoting them. And that's exactly what happened here. I wonder if Jake Donovan expanded.
8 minutes until showtime.
Okay, I thought I logged out of that for sure. And it did say that I did. So, yeah. I wonder if Jake Donovan expanded on this in the sense that did he contact Shakur's team or Zepeda's team? But, according to Shakur and his verified Twitter, he said, yo, and I quote, yo, William Zepeda, offer was sent today. And that's what Stevenson tweeted out. And that's also what Boxing Scene and Jake Donovan used to make an article. We'll see now what happens. But Shakur also making it clear that he sent an offer out to Pitbull Cruz, who turned it down. So again, we made a short about would Bob fail Shakur. Looks like Bob is trying to make sure he gets Shakur a fight. So here is Shakur verified Instagram, where he is showing you that an offer was sent to Pitbull and it was turned down because the tweet is from a follower of his who's asking, so no offer sent to Pitbull? And he said he turned it down. So he is confirming an offer was sent. He is confirming it was also turned down. And again, this is the same place that we're getting today's news, that all the publications are, taking today's news. And this is the champ saying, yo, William Zepeda, offer was sent today. Hands up emoji. So it's on Team Zepeda. And I guess Golden Boy to decide what they want to do. This will be for an eliminator. So it is a good, risky fight for whoever steps in there. You get the recognition of fighting Shakur Stevenson. Then if you can beat him, obviously next in line for you is Devin Haney. If you cannot beat him, you want to hope that your caveat is that you fought well enough to come out of that fight with Shakur, kind of like a Pitbull Cruz did. And so my producer saying, why didn't I show Shakur's comments in our comment section? I didn't know. You got to producer. This is something you should have sent when you seen this title, because I woke up early. That's why I started late. I woke up so early, I scheduled the show maybe 3-4 hours before start time, passed back out. But I'm being told he left a couple of comments on my short yesterday. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't trigger or piss him off at all. We got to go find that and see what's that looking like. All right, so we're on our Twitter. Let's go ahead and screen share this so that you guys, actually we're on our Instagram so that you guys can follow along. I don't even know what it is that he wrote. Hopefully it's something nice, because damn, I'm about to find out which eye. So it's got to be this one, right? This is it. He already said no to me. This my first fight at 35. William Zepeda is a solid fight for first fight here. Did I say otherwise? Now I got to listen to what I said.
It's some shit.
Exactly. I think that Bob Arum and Top Rank will fail Shakur. Can they get him a bigger fight than this?
Whoa. Why do you think that?
Okay, because can they get him a bigger fight than this? Devin Haney and Lomachenko are busy. End of story. What else do they got for him at 35?
I mean, it's his first fight at 35. You got to throw him a Nakatani or some shit.
Exactly. So is Nakatani more popular than Isaac Pitbull Cruz?
You feel me?
Exactly.
He's
so
not.
they would be failing him if they don't get him this freelance. Okay? He's not with PBC. Is PBC entitled or would feel entitled to some sort of stake in Pitbull because they've built them? Absolutely. But this is a Sean Gibbons fighter. Okay? So if the offer is right, Pitbull can go. Now, yes, I know a lot of you detractors out there are going to say, well, look, Pitbull already said no to Ryan. Ooh, that was then. This is now. That was then and this is now. And I think that Bob Arum and Top Rank will fail Shakur. Can they? All right, so I think both of those are to me. So I think Shakur is answering me when I say, can they get him Pitbull? He's saying he's already said no to me. Can they get him a bigger fight than Pitbull? He's saying this fight this is my first fight at 35. William Zepeda's a solid fight for my first fight here. Which you're right, champ. I'm not saying it's not. I mean, I'm sure you heard me saying that that's a serious fight. You know, I just felt like the Isaac Pitbull Cruz fight for you is the right fight because no matter what anyone says, like, it's a common opponent with Tank. Tank is the superstar in and around that division. That's why it was a big deal that he's fighting right now versus Hector Garcia. No one knew it was going to be at 35. Everyone thought it was going to be at 30. And then it ended up being 35. But that's the type of games that Tank can play. He can bounce around. He can jump around. All his fights are also pay-per-view. So that helps as well. So beating up someone that Tank beat up better than Tank is going to get Stephen A. Smith talking. And that's who we need talking. Look, I'm going to talk about you every day. But you know you need these guys in these positions of power that touch the masses. And how do they touch the masses? Because they're in the positions of power. They on the ESPNs, in the First Takes, and stuff like that. So you got to do what gets their attention. Ryan signed allegedly to fight Tank next day, First Take. That's the type of shit I want for Shakur. Why? Because I think he's that great. You understand? And because you need those names to so that it isn't a reason why you should be in the same conversation as Tank. Because you're as good as him, if not better, in certain people's eyes. So showing that and how you show that is definitely common opponent. Look at Canelo. Like, how many people did he fight on the way up? You know, common opponents, names that the public knew, and that was to grow, you know, who he is. But it is what it is. Remember, we are taking callers. We're live on Twitter Spaces. We're live on Discord as well. It is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to all my boxing fans rocking out with us. Yeah, wow, comments thick. Comments is most certainly thick. Shout out to my mans in Ignorant Boxing for always doing his thing. Nigga, my man BX Sean, man. I wish Sean called back in as Boogie Down Sean. He used to have some good takes. But damn, them comment sections stick. Let's see what's going on over here on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and subscribe and help us get to our next goal. It is Thanksgiving. It would be great for you to go ahead and give me some subs so that I could get to my next goal of 159,000. Looks like I only need 110 more subscribers. That's so, you know, that amount is so little that it's like we can do that right now if you just tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. And even yourself, if you've already subscribed, well, then that means you need to grab someone else's device in the household and get it done. You know? My man, let's go to our poll. We started a poll early in the beginning, before the show even started. Really unfortunate. It looks like I have to remind you guys every day that there is a poll. So head on over to theboxingvoice.com here, youtube.com/theboxingvoice and partake on our poll. Shakur Stevenson says offer was sent today to William Zepeda. Will Golden Boy and Zepeda accept? Yes, Zepeda, a warrior, 28%. No way Golden Boy puts him in with Shakur, 40%. Hard to say, 31%. So, damn, you guys really don't think he'll do it or that the team will do it. That's quite unfortunate because Zepeda does strike me as a warrior, does strike me as a guy that is totally willing to get in there and, show his mettle, prove how good he is. And then I feel that a loss at the hands of Shakur Stevenson isn't that big a deal. Like, no one's writing Oscar Valdez off. I mean, I don't even know did he win after losing to Shakur, but obviously he's being talked about to get a title shot versus Navarrete. So it's what I'm saying. Like, no one is going to think you're less than because you lost to Shakur. It all depends on how, though. All depends on how you lose. That determines those types of things. Let's be real. But once again, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Help us reach our goal before this episode is up. And if you're on Twitter Spaces, go ahead and request to speak. And Discord, you could raise your hand. And on Blog Talk, we're also rocking and rolling for those that want to call in on our landline. The number to call is 1-425-569-5241. Yeah, you're going to have to just bear with me as I dial back into that. But I got little Tommy from Florida. What up?
Your show now, press 1 to hear important instructions.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
Ooh, Tommy, hold up. Damn, that's crazy. I'm going to have to reconnect with you, Tommy. Damn. All right, Tommy, you're going to have to deal with me. Give me a segundo to get that right for you. Hold up. This is what happens when you get them late starts. You feel me? All right, Tommy, let me get a mic check. I hear you, Tommy. Talk to us.
All right, then. So, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there.
Likewise.
Appreciate it. No, what I want to say before a lot of people call in and probably bash Zepeda and a bunch of other fighters, when it comes to fights like this, you have to understand that a lot of good fights that people want to see are championship-worthy fights. So with your poll you had up, I don't think Golden Boy would do that with Zepeda, only because there's nothing big on the line other than beating, obviously a top dude.
I mean, it's an eliminator. For Zepeda, it's an eliminator and a faster way to get to Devin, who's already on the other side of the street. Let's be real. Politics keep him away.
But let me ask you this though, Zach. Let me ask you this though, Ness. You and Danny seem like y'all pretty cool with Haney. Do you see Haney being at 135 for the next 3 fights?
There's a possibility, man. It's all about the money, because at 40, what big fights do they have for him? Like, people going to rush to say Josh Taylor, who's not even undisputed. So now he's only fighting for 1 belt, maybe 2, versus a dude that's not popular. At 40, T.O.'s there. At 40, T.O.'s there. Maybe T.O. could get a strap. That's a nice fight. I don't even know I could say that's a pay-per-view fight. At 40, they got undefeated Barboza. I don't know. I don't see what's sexy up there.
Is Jack Catterall finna rematch Taylor or nah?
All right, you tell me. Is Taylor or Catterall sexy for Devin Haney?
Well, this the thing. Well, this the point I'm trying to get at. But I understand where you're coming from. But other than obviously Loma, Shakur, which as much as that'll probably be as much as that'll be a good fight, I don't see happening in the next 2 years. I'm talking about with Haney. I'm talking about with Haney. Loma, I don't see Shakur. I don't see Isaac Cruz and either one of them. I don't see Ryan stand at 135 to make a big fight with any one of them. And Tank, like, obviously the biggest fight at 135 for anybody is Tank, if you ask me, as in, not accolades or belts or nothing, but just the massive, just the severity, how big the fight will be. But if we don't know for sure Devin gonna stay at 135 for the next 3 fights, obviously, the big thing is one of the fights already is going to be Loma. If Zepeda and Shakur are going to definitely be at 135 for the next 3 fights, and Haney, let's go to WBC. That title eliminator may turn into a vacant title shot, which will be more of a risk reward factor if they make that fight. If you get what I'm saying, so it's a lot of fights like that all over the sport of boxing in different weight classes.
Yeah, but what you ignoring is if Golden Boy and Zepeda don't take the offer, they on the outside. Why? Because the belts is already on that side. You know how easy it is? You know how easy it is for Bob Arum to have a letter sent to Mauricio saying that Devin's moving up and that Shakur's challenging and wants to petition that he's going to fight anybody on the top ranked roster for that belt, bruh. And they're going to approve it.
But okay, so they might approve it.
We
so
watching them do it right now with Navarrete, and look, Shakur moved up, Navarrete got a title shot. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But okay, so that's the thing right there. Remember before Shakur made his announcement with his last fighter, people was making flyers and there was some word out there that Navarrete was gonna fight Shakur for that 130 WBO, right?
Yeah, because
it would have been,
because they thought he was gonna stay down there and Navarrete was gonna move up. They thought that Shakur was gonna stay down. But again, you making cases for the wrong division. Right now, and for the last couple years, 35 has been popping. So Shakur trying to get to the money division. 30 ain't the money division. Navarrete ain't the money fight.
Navarrete, all that is correct. Next, I'm not arguing with that. I'm just going based upon history of the sport, not just the money. Not the money. Everything you're saying about the money is true.
What
everything
history?
you're saying about
I don't get what history you think you're proving.
The history is this: when one of the top guys at top rank, PBC, Golden Boy, the Zone, whatever, is in line for a title, and for that same title, somebody in another promotion company is also lined up for that same title. Not too many, maybe 1 out of 10 you can recall in the last 3-4 years. I say 4 because that COVID year was messed up. But if you look at that, they are not putting their fighters up against other top fighters just for eliminators.
Brother,
they're not doing that right now.
Listen, as much as you think you got this down pat, you tell me what Zepeda gonna do if they don't take the fight. That's what you're not understanding. You either fight Shakur now. Listen to me. Just listen to me. You either fight Shakur now, or you don't fight for the belt at all. And when you do fight, now you fighting versus the champion for even less split. That's what you're not getting. You could fight Shakur now or wait for him to turn champion because Top Rank going to position him. You could fight Shakur now or go up against the champion, whether that's Devin or Shakur, that are both dangerous for Zepeda, as a challenger. At least in an eliminator, you get a certain split. You coming to the table with a certain split. But whatever, man.
That's what you going with. No, I understand what you're saying, bro. But you keep trying to take the money route for the fighters.
It ain't money, man. It's just bottom line logical. It's bottom line. You keep saying he not gonna take it, so cool. The latter is if he don't take it, now you just fighting the champ as a challenger. Like, nothing you saying makes sense. Why do I get in position? Why do I turn down an eliminator? Did you hear why Isaac turned it down? He going the IBF route. There's a vacant number 1, so he's like the number 2. And obviously the streets ain't as fucking, dangerous. You ain't got Devin and Shakur over there. So it's what I'm telling you. Does Zepeda have that ability? Was he ranked in multiple sanctioning bodies? Does he have the luxury of telling them, no, I'm at the fucking door. I'm at the door of a title shot. Do I got the luxury of telling them no? Do I got the IBF that is going to rank me? Let's find out where he at. We going to screen share this. Because I don't get it. Y'all just be making shit up. You can't turn down because how do you turn down your position? I ain't see Keith turn his shit down. I ain't see him let Stanionis take his spot. So,
that's a different stance. You're trying to put two different situations in one.
Look, if Zepeda, this is what I'm trying to tell you, but you don't want to learn, but the rest of the audience will learn. If Zepeda if he also says no, guess who's next? George Kambosos. You think a motherfucker who just lost all his belts is going to say no to Shakur? This is what I'm saying. William and Isaac, if they don't take it, well, we know Isaac ain't take it. Shakur proved that. And that's why he got to go in that IBF route. But he number 4 in the IBF. You don't see no William Zepeda in the IBF. You go to the WBO, you don't see no William Zepeda in the WBO. You go to the WBA, that's where he at. But what the WBA stand for? What benefits Al, not what benefits Golden Boy.
Bro, I understand what you're saying. That I'm just taking my stance on it, on what I think is going to happen.
Good.
I know your poll.
Nah,
I'm just letting you know what I think.
I want you to take your stance. It wouldn't be fun if you didn't take yours and I didn't debate it. Simple as that. But listen,
but
Tommy,
you ain't even let me get my thing out before you talking over me. I'm trying to get it out so people can understand my stance. That's all.
Are you kidding me? You the first caller. You had like 45 minutes. You telling me? So you wait. So wait. Let's just be clear. You telling the audience you ain't done.
I'm telling the audience what I'm trying to get out, so they at least can hear my side of it. They can understand what I'm saying.
He said
because you clearly not understand what I'm saying.
He said he still ain't get it off. He said he still ain't tell us what he really meant. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So sure, it would be better for Golden Boy and Zepeda to not fight Shakur now, not money wise, but not fight him now. Wait till the actual belt is on the line. Then fight him right just for an eliminator. If you lose, if you don't take the eliminator now, you may have to do 1 or 2 fights to get back into a mandatory position. I believe they'll be okay with that. But they would be okay with that. I would want to see the fight now, but that's what I'm saying. I think they would wait till the belt is actually on the line and not just the eliminator, no matter what the money is, the splits and shit right now. But I think that's what they would do, and that's my stand. That's it.
All right. Listen,
yes,
you ain't wrong, because we seen Golden Boy do it with Virgil Ortiz. Virgil was the mandatory to Crawford. They didn't want to fight Crawford, so they went the WBA route. But that was a guy that was ranked in 2 different sanctioning bodies. Zepeda happens to be ranked in the WBA, and that comes in at number 3. Michelle Rivera's busy with Frank Martin. Ryan Garcia's going to be busy with Tank. So in theory, William could say no to Shakur and go the WBA route and try to fight someone over there. But it's the same danger, because Michelle and Frank Martin, number 10. So let me screen share this, sorry. So number 3 and number 10 are in an eliminator already. So this is what I'm saying. Like, this dude don't understand this politics on all sides of the street. And you got to get in where you fit in. And once you fit in, if you don't take your fucking opportunity, you getting passed over. So Isaac, again, he decided to say no to Shakur in the WBC, right? So he's also number 7. So again, he's with Al. So when Gilberto goes down the line and says, well, I already got Michelle Rivera, the number 2, in the title eliminator with the number 10, that means that William, the number 3, would have to make a better fight than that. And he doesn't have it because Ryan is busy with Tank. Tank is the champion regular. Ryan is the number 1. Michelle is busy with number 10. Vasil will be busy with Devin, the number 1, the champion in the WBC. Shakur is busy positioning himself in the WBC. Jezreel Corrales is not a bigger fight than Frank Martin. Jezreel is damaged old goods. Colbert is good fight with Zepeda, not a bigger fight than Martin and Rivera right now, but also Al Heyman fighter, so they won't give you Colbert to make your Zepeda fight. And then this dude is from Jersey, Yurik Mamedov. I think he's got 2 losses already. He ain't getting no fucking shot. So you guys, I do want to hear what you got to say, but we got to be at least within the realm of reality. Looks like I got on Twitter Spaces pound for pound. Javi, what up?
Hey, do I sound good?
You sound like you got a content creator microphone over there. What's going on?
Right on, my man. Not much, man. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody listening. Yeah, I think this is a good fight, man. Shakur versus William Zepeda. I hope they make it happen, especially since Oscar has been talking a lot lately about like, oh, let's get all this fights make this fights happen and all that. The only thing though, it's like I don't know if Zepeda would take it because, I mean, Shakur is a killer, man. He's really good. And I feel like it'd be too much risk for him to take it. Like, for example, like when people fight Tank, they get all this, even if they lose, they win, right? Like you see it with Pitbull and you see it with Rolly. But I don't know if that would be the case with Shakur just because of the way he fights. Like he wins every round.
Mm-hmm. So he makes you look bad.
So exactly, yeah. So I mean, obviously, Tank is good, and I don't think Rolly was winning the fight, but it's the style, the way he fights, right? It made it seem like Rolly was in there. I mean, he did good. Don't get me wrong, but that's not the case with Shakur. Like everybody looks bad up against that dude. And you see with what's his name, Oscar Valdez. There wasn't any hype after he lost to Shakur, and then the other guy from Brazil, same thing. No one really talks about those dudes. So I mean, I hope he takes the fight. It would be a good fight. I just, that's the only thing that sucks about this is that Shakur's too good. So he makes everybody look bad. But yeah, I think it'd be a good fight. You mentioned that like if it wasn't like Zepeda, you said that maybe Kambosos could be up?
Yes. If Zepeda skips, if he doesn't take it, George is next.
But like
and that's
on the
in-house.
other show you guys... But yeah, but like the other show you guys were talking about Ryan Garcia, like you were saying like maybe it wouldn't be a good fight for Kambosos because that would be like a career-ending thing.
No. But it won't be Kambosos and Ryan. Ryan's already got a date. He's already going to fight with Tank, and he's taking a tune-up, and there's rumors of maybe Tevin. I seen Tevin posting some shit about February. We'll see. But we're talking about... I'm talking about George Kambosos and Shakur, because George.
Yeah, right. But you guys were saying that like maybe it wasn't a good idea for George to take the Ryan fight just because like he's back-to-back losses to to Devin. So wouldn't it be kind of like the same thing? Wouldn't it be the same thing for Kambosos, like kind of career ending? Because I mean, it's the same. I mean, it's very similar style.
Definitely could be career ending, but you know why? It's something he's got to decide. Yes, maybe the Ryan fight was a bigger fight, but there was no title eliminator. Like, you beat Shakur, you are Devin's mandatory again.
Listen, for me, Shakur and Devin are like the top dudes right now.
Of course.
So I think that'd be another good fight if Kambosos says it, just because we would be able to compare those two, right? But other than that, man, I think the Zepeda fight would be good, just because that dude throws a lot of punches, puts a lot of pressure, and it'd be good to see how Shakur deals with that style again. Yeah, man, just that's my call. Thank you for the time.
Thank you. And just for those that are following along, obviously Zepeda is ranked beneath Shakur in the WBC at number 4, and Shakur is ranked number 3. In the WBA, Zepeda, it's reversed. Shakur is actually number 5, and William is number 3. On the ring rankings, you have no mention of Shakur because he actually hasn't fought in the division yet. So the sanctioning bodies have ranked him from his previous accomplishments above, which is good. WBO has him at number 2. And that's the thing. He's in a rock and a hard place. This show is about Shakur, so we'll dive in a little bit deeper. If you look at the WBO, Vasil's in front of him, who's heavily rumored to fight Devin, which makes Shakur number 2, available for an eliminator or for the mandatory position is if he can get in a good fight. But Isaac Cruz turned down that fight. And that's the number 3 in the WBO. So Shakur's cut from a different cloth. He's the type of fighter that you want to tell your friends about because he will fight your favorite fighter, right? He doesn't want to fight this guy. Who the fuck is Denny whatever and Angel Fierro? Like, yo, granted, they might have did what they had to do to get there, but they did that shit somewhere else. I've been watching boxing for 11 years, never heard of these fuckers. I got every goddamn boxing channel. I didn't see them come up on my shit. So number 6 is Zepeda. He wants big names. Move on to the IBF. Gustavo Lemons, obviously that is a Samson Lewickovic fighter. Big puncher. He's number 1. Vacan is number 2. Vasil is number 3, busy with Devin Haney. Isaac is rumored to have gone that route according to Boxing Scene and according to Shakur. He turned down the offer. Boxing Scene says he's positioning himself in the IBF, which means maybe he's going to fight Samson Lewickovic fighter Gustavo Lemons, giving Gustavo that PBC debut on the big stage versus Isaac Cruz, right? But again, Stevenson, number 5 in the IBF, gets left out. Now, you can follow along because I got all the rankings right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. And again, number 6, Michelle Rivera, busy with Frank Martin. So it's like Shakur is trying the best he can. And if we don't pressure these motherfuckers into taking the fight, we're going to end up with Shakur versus an absolute nobody because nobody wants to take it. So when they offer him Kome or Nakatani, we got to accept it because Isaac Cruz said no. I'm hoping Zepeda doesn't say no, but obviously the energy on this show feels like he's going to say no. And every other big name is busy outside of George Kambosos, who might say no for the same reasons he probably says no to the Ryan fight. Like 3 losses back-to-back on the elite level, it says something about you. And it's probably something that you won't be able to shake off. But I don't know. Call in. We're using Discord. We're using Twitter. You could also call in on the landline, 1-425-569-5241. Oopsie. I'm just showing you all shots here. Excuse me. 1425-569-5241. Looks like we got a request on Twitter from Omar. What up? Omar. You got to unmute, champ.
Yo, you hear me?
Perfect.
Yeah, what you think about Maxie Hughes? I mean, he got the IBL. What if
I love
Shakur tried to go
Maxie.
that route?
I love Maxie. I think that's going to be the Ryan fight, though, you know?
Oh, okay. So you think that's happening in January for Ryan?
Yeah, they've
Is
negotiated twice already. It didn't come about. We interviewed Maxie. He was very regretful on not taking that second offer. Ryan needs a tune-up. You know, it's either between Maxie and JoJo Diaz, and JoJo's coming off of 2 losses. I don't think that they can make that look good.
right? I agree with that 100%. Who? I forgot who beat JoJo in the last outing.
Devin and William Zepeda.
Oh yeah. So when Williams already ducking, Shakur. Oh well, not really ducking. I guess his management don't want it to happen.
Well, I mean, he hasn't. They haven't said that yet. You know, I'm hoping because I like Zepeda. 1,500 punches. You know, this is his time on the big stage. You're gonna take this fight, fucking on ESPN, the leader in sports. You fighting Shakur, who people like to compare or put up against Mayweather. So maybe you get some of that max boxing. Maybe you get some of that first take with Stephen A. Smith. Who knows, man? These guys turning down opportunity. Shit is ridiculous to me.
I feel you. And what do you think about So I guess Pitbull may fight like Rolly, like because everyone else is kind of.
I hope he can fight Rolly,
that,
but Rolly's not ranked. Rolly's ranked. Look, oh my goodness, is that how they did Rolly? That's fucked up. Wow.
Where's he at?
Bro, they dropped Rolly from the whole. He was a 135-pound champ, right? Like regular or whatever.
Right.
Interim.
Right.
Oh my God, he got dropped out the top 15 after that knockout. His name is nowhere to be found on the WBA.
I think because he fought Tank. I mean, he's still a big name, so I think they will kind of make that happen.
Yeah, but Isak Cruz
Pitbull.
versus Rolly won't be an eliminator. It'll just be a fight. It'll be a good fight. It'll be a good fight. But if he ain't ranked, they're going to have to get special requests to get it approved.
Damn, man. Yeah, it's so many fights that's been holding up because of the business of boxing, man. It's been a rough year because of that. But it's still been a great year. It's been a rough still. Like also.
Yeah, for sure. But it's been a rough 2022. I think things are gonna get real nice for us in the next year because of how flooded these divisions are. You know, everybody's right there. If you look at those rankings, I mean, in every sanctioning body, it's the same 5 to 6 names. So they're gonna have to fight each other, in my opinion.
Nice. Yeah. I hope so, man. Yo, appreciate what you're doing, bro. Every single day you grinding, man. We appreciate it as listeners and supporters of TPV. Keep it trucking, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. And yeah, man, it really ain't even work when you love what you do. It's like it's Thanksgiving.
Facts.
Everybody's off. So, what else am I going to do? It's like I would rather talk boxing. Now everybody's off, so I can hopefully talk more boxing, which I get more callers, get more opinions on this, man. Because this is a good fight, and hopefully the powers that be realize that and attempt to make it. If you want to voice your opinion, go ahead and do so. Send me a request on Twitter Spaces. We're also using Discord and Blog Talk. The number to call is 1-425-569-5241. Rolly is number 9 in the WBA at 140. Yeah, that's not a good spot. We talking about 35. Was Jackson Marinez 140? That's what I'm saying. Was I mixing up his division? And I don't think Marinez was 140. So, yeah, they probably ranked him at the division above. They probably know something that we don't know. Because remember, Keyshawn was calling him out. So he's definitely 135 pounds. He's probably just moving on up to the other weight. But Again, if you want to call in, go ahead and request to do so on our Twitter Spaces. You could also call in on Blog Talk at 1-425-569-5241. Oh, shit. So Tank out here breaking news. That's like another show right there. I wonder if I got time. Wow. And he deleted it already. Yo, he's a troublemaker, I swear. I love him. I got to think about, do I want to say this live or do I want to come back later, since Thanksgiving ain't until like, right, 4, right? Like, who doesn't eat? Like, and who eats this early, you know? But if you are watching this on YouTube, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It'll also put other boxing fans in front of this YouTube channel, letting them know that we go live every day, giving you some boxing talk to listen to, giving you multiple opinions. Other than myself, we have all these beautiful callers that call in. We got a bunch of people listening now, but they haven't requested. It is early. People probably in front of that stove right now getting it ready. Being sent here something. Oh, this is for White Franklin. Yeah, that's probably our biggest fight of the weekend, right? But Franklin, you know, sheesh, coming off of such a long layoff, you know, never really showing any sort of power, going 10 rounds with like everybody, bro. You know, he's taking a huge leap in competition. And, you know, people might think White is done for whatever reason because he's been knocked out. But you got to remember, he's only lost by knockout and pretty much to the top of the division, man. And Franklin hasn't even proven that he's on that level at all. It sucks, too, because we don't know Franklin. He ain't been really in there with anybody that can give us an indication that the motherfucker could even go 12, bro. Like, because that's the play. You know, obviously they think that Dylan is going to knock him out. So the bet would be to do Franklin by decision based off durability, based off him being undefeated and not wanting to lose, not knowing how to lose. But, bro, if you watch that face-off, I don't even believe in homeboy. He let Dillian talk all type of crazies to him. He crazy. That shit was insane. For real. But he has gone down, so money's come in on him. He was a plus 700 yesterday. He's a plus 625 today. And, wow. They really think that he's getting stopped. They really think he's getting stopped. Lord. The over-under, yo, the under is plus money. I mean, the over's plus money all the way to around 10.5. You know they don't believe in this guy. And so I'm telling you, he been fighting nobody. He took like 2 years off. Then Dylan put him on Front Street. He's like, yeah, I've been wanting this fight. He's like, bro, we sent you an offer. Which somebody been wanting this fight? You turned it down. Somebody, your wife wasn't healthy or some shit. I'm like, damn, that face-off was telling. I don't think he's ready. I'm going to be real. They got Dillian a minus 300 by knockout. But he's a plus 350 by decision. So, again, if you do believe in Franklin, you're better off going Dillian by decision because Franklin might not win it. And will this fight goes the distance is only plus 290, so you get more money on the decision by Dillian, who's by far the more experienced fighter, man. Been on this level a million times. I mean, he's going 12 with real names. My man's going 12 with Pavel Sauer. Like, I'm sour on him for not doing anything yet. And he ain't be posting. He be like, number one heavyweight. It's like, bro, if you're not even active, why is you posting that? But who am I but a lonely content creator? Yo, because they be tripping, man. I'm telling you. My man ain't fighting 2 years. He's still talking about number one American heavyweight. Looks like we got a request. Oh, no, we don't. We did, and then they changed it up. I was about to go to you. There you go again. All right. Probably new to Twitter Spaces. Go ahead and speak. This is Giannis. Giannis. Giannis, you sound like
Giannis for MVP. What
What's
up,
up?
Nacho? What's up, man? I see you talking boxing. That's like my sport. I'm out here doing some grocery shopping in the morning, but I was interested in the Shakur Stevens. My man, Nacho Shiesty right there actually shared your space. That's what brought me in here.
Shout out to Nacho.
Yeah, man, drop the. Why you holding out on the Gravanta news, bro?
Oh, I mean, it's just a tweet. It's just a tweet that he put out. But yeah, it could definitely be its own show as a content creator. I'm gonna have to discuss that with my team. But nah, I mean, maybe it's out there. You know, you got to be quick because Tank, he deletes, man. He tweets and deletes. But this is some pretty. I mean, I know you're gonna see other content creators talking about this in a matter of like 20 seconds and 20 minutes. It's pretty big what he tweeted. But yeah, we'll probably get to it. You know, I ain't doing much of nothing but loving the boxing. Yeah, let me see what we got on our poll right now. We do have a poll going on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, where we asking you what you think Golden Boy and Team Zepeda will do with the offer that Shakur's team has sent over. We got Jay coming in with a fat $20 super chat. Shout out to you. Salute, champ. Salute. Appreciate you. Happy Thanksgiving, TBV. Respect to you, brother. You always work, and I respect your grind, and more importantly, love the sport. Salute emoji. Yeah, man. Like I said, I love this shit. I love this shit, man. So I'm very happy to be here. Very happy to have an audience that is here to listen and participate. You know, keyword participate. So I need that participation, man. Go ahead and request to speak. Raise your hand on Discord or call us up at 14255695241. Let me get your take on this great fight. See, we got to make this show juicy so when the powers that be come check it, they getting your opinions on how bad you want this fight or how much you don't really care about this fight. And honestly, by not calling in, you're showing you don't care. Now, I get it. It's Thanksgiving. Some of y'all trying to kick up because y'all ain't had to work today. But it's still Thanksgiving. You could just roll over and listen from the bed. Get them Kenichi Bear Hibernation 5s in your ear. Connect via Bluetooth and listen to the show, you know, and talk when you need to. Don't forget, you can head on over to KenichiBear.com to get your set of Hibernation 5s. Remember that my man Cardin hooked us up with the new Rodecaster Pro 2. Shout out to the champ. Send them over the official, you know what I'm saying? Mixer. And we can do official things now. You know? So we appreciate him.
Pardon. We appreciate you.
Yo, I love the voice change. I'm like a big ass kid. That's right. That's fucking right. I love my voice change. I got Isaias. Am I saying that right? Or is that I say Isaias? I'm going to go with Hernandez. And he's saying, Happy Thanksgiving with the turkey emoji. He says, gobble till you wobble. All right, champ. We're going to definitely eat some turkey. You know, my lady didn't buy a traditional turkey. She bought like turkey breasts. I'm like, yo, how we gonna take a picture? There's no turkey there to take a picture. I'm like, yo, go get a real turkey with the legs where you stuff that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just saying. That's the original turkey. If you're on Blog Talk, remember you do got to hit that number one button at least one time. It's gonna help with the. It's gonna help me know that you're ready to talk. Honestly, so if you want to speak, you need to go ahead and hit the number one at least once, and we will go to you without a doubt. Same thing on Twitter. Go ahead and request to speak. Omar, what up? Thought we got the Omar.
Yo, yo.
We hear you. Omar, we ain't get to you?
Yeah, you got to me earlier, man. I just wanted to touch base with you, ask a different question here, off topic. So that January 7th date for Tank in DC here, I'm over here in the DC area. I hear Boots may be on the undercard for that fight.
Heavy
Who do
rumors,
you think
heavy
he gonna
rumors
be?
about that.
Yeah, I know. I know some people in the Gary Russell camp over here, and they're kind of confirming that. I was wondering, who do you think he's gonna get in the ring with? Because I'm hearing a lot of people are scared to get in the ring with him.
Rumor is Gabriel Maestre.
Wow.
Yep.
All right.
And the
Poor
only
Boots.
other the only other possibility is Rashidi Ellis, who's already rumored to have turned down the fight, but he's the only other guy that said he's back in January and put the same devil emoji that Ennis put, saying that he was back in January.
Now that'll be one I'm gonna pull up to that fight regardless, but that's one I would love to see. They may steal the show if it's Ellis and Boots. For real. Even though Hector Garcia, man, people sleeping on my Dominican brethren. I think Hector Garcia is gonna be a tough task for Tank. I know he's a little light, but he ain't no slouch. So I can't wait to see that fight, man.
Absolutely. Omar, man, thanks for calling in. We got some other requests we're going to get to. We got Brandon Maurice from Cincinnati with the 21 months of contender right here. He's been a contender on our YouTube memberships for 21 months. Salute to him. 3 months short of 2 years. We appreciate you without a doubt. Happy Thanksgiving, champs from TBV's People's Champ, a.k.a. the AJ of Trucking, a.k.a. the Bud Tender Top Shooter. Laughing out loud, or actually crying out loud emoji, flexing emoji. And we're going to remind you that on our poll, Shakur Stevenson says offer was sent today, end quote, to William Zepeda with Golden Boy Promotions and Zepeda, Will Golden Boy Promotions and Zepeda accept? Yes, Zepeda, a warrior. 34% believe he will accept the offer. No way Golden Boy puts him in with Shakur. 42% believe that's what he's going to do. And 24% say it's hard to say. Hard to say. Looks like we got a request from registered nurses. RNS1, what up?
You, Ness.
What's goody?
Yo, Ness, I got a question, man. As far as the I'm sorry to go off topic, but the WBO Prez, Mr. Peoples, are you gonna have him on? Because I know the last time he.
Bro, my man stayed canceling, bro. He canceled twice already. I mean, I'm gonna, Brandon is gonna keep trying until I guess he gets frustrated. But it looks like my man is just swerving. Like he keeps saying yes, and then he cancels the day of. But again, we're gonna keep trying. Persistence is definitely, key.
What I want you to ask him: did this guy Ortiz ever petition to have his number one status mandated for a fight?
Ortiz? Ortiz has never been number one. He's never been number one in the IBF. He's only been number one in the WBO.
No, that's what I'm talking about, the WBO.
Yeah, but you can't ask, but that's what I'm saying. You can't ask the IBF president about a WBO ruling.
No, I'm not saying that. I want you to find out, did Ortiz ever petition the WBO to mandate a fight between him and Bud?
But that's what I'm saying. Daryl Peoples is the president of the IBF. So.
Oh, my bad. Damn, I didn't even catch that. My bad.
Yeah. It's all good. All good.
One other question: could Boots petition the WBO to have a shot mandated, even because this guy Ortiz isn't?
So you gotta be ranked in the sanctioning body you trying to petition, or you gotta be like Lomachenko, where you've done so much that your accolades get you your petition. The way that he won a WBC titles at the division below, but at 35 he didn't. But because of who he was and what he done, they gave him the vacant versus, I don't know, I think Campbell or some shit, Linares or somebody corny, Corolla maybe.
All right. One last question. Now, what did you be? I mean, Boots, he only fought 3 rounds, barely 3 rounds, and going on 14 months. And those wins were questionable with the punches he threw. But I mean, regardless of that, I mean, if you were a top contender or somebody trying to make the name, take advantage of that? The guy must be rusty.
I mean, that if you think he rusty, that's because you a fan, bro. These fighters know who's in the gym and who's not in the gym. They know he's a threat. He's not number 2 in the WBO for no reason. Number 1 in the IBF, number 3 in the WBC, and number 2 in the WBA. Like, it's a wrap. They're gonna have to fight him next year or by 2020. Beginning of 2024. He's fighting for someone's vacant because they ducked him. They dropped the belt. They moved up. Only but so long they could stretch it out. Only but so long they could stretch it out, man. Boots is coming without a doubt. Actually,
the boogeyman is coming. You can run, but you can't hide. Fucking welterweights, tighten your belt, get in the fucking ring, and fight Boots. All you pussies running around ducking.
just saying. Yo, who else we got? If you want to talk, get ahead and request to do so, or you can call in on Blog Talk as well. 14255695241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People Hotline. For my guys on Twitter Spaces, guys and girls, the last person shared it, and then we got a new caller, which means I need you guys to share the Twitter Space. That's going to get us new callers, because if we ain't got no callers, I got to go. We ain't got no callers, I got to go. I mean, I can't talk to myself forever. I got a request from my man Bougie. Actually, it's Bugs. My bad. Bugs, what up?
Hello?
Yeah.
What's going on, man? Happy Thanksgiving.
Likewise, brother.
Shit, man. I don't really know too much about William Zepeda, man. So I was kind of hesitant to, call in and shit like that. But I wanted to ask you, man, how you feel about Tank versus Ryan?
Love that fight, man. I'm hoping everything works out for Tank. I'm hoping he could get through Hector Garcia. B, he could get through, his February personal issues, and then makes it to the April fight.
Man, I just don't feel like Ryan is ready for Tank,
Yeah,
honestly, I haven't.
But ain't that the beauty though? Like, imagine he shocks us, right? Like he didn't fight no champions or nothing. His first champion was the man, or one of them, because Devin's definitely the man.
I mean, people always say, okay, well, he has like a height difference, and I see that. I know that's definitely a factor, but like Rolly had a height difference, and I feel like Rolly is stronger than Ryan.
Yeah, but Rolly had a different style. You see, he brought a lot of pressure to Tank, put Tank on the back foot. Yeah. He don't got the speed, and some might argue the accuracy of a, Ryan.
Ryan, yeah. Well, shit, man. I guess, man. I just wanted to hear your opinion, because like I said, man, I feel like Tank gonna stop him. And I feel like it's gonna be easy work.
I mean, you're supposed to think that, man. Tank got nothing but stoppages. I think only one dude made it to 12 and out of the 12, which is
Oh yeah.
Isak. Everybody else got clobbered.
Shit, man. Did you? I know you saw my Instagram, man. Did you see my highlights?
I did, man. I watched you, bruv. We on it
How you
now. We
feel,
following
man?
you. We following you now, man.
Yeah, kid. I mean, it's still early in my career. I got a lot to learn, man. But
Nah,
you know
for
what I mean?
sure.
It's
But
coming
you
along.
young though. You young and you a heavyweight, so that's the good part. Being that young
Yes,
at
sir.
heavyweight, you still got a lot. You in Miami though.
Yeah.
You should try to get over there to like Herman Caicedo's gym, man. I know you probably got a trainer or whatever, but you know, just to get some work, some pro heavyweights over there, Carlos Negron, Luis Ortiz. Try to get over to Pedro Diaz to the Muhammad Ali Park, where Rigo train at in Hialeah. You driving or what? Damn, you gone? Yo, homemade. Oh shit. Why? Why? I was trying to get you some work, but why? We got Nacho in the box. Shout out Nacho. He's the one that obviously must have shared the space. We appreciate you doing that. Appreciate you calling in. What up?
What up, Boxing Voice? I've been listening to y'all years, man. I have a question for you though. Not so much on a specific fighter, but the fighters today. Do you feel they covet the zero more than they covet the paycheck, and that's why we haven't seen a lot of these big fights we wanted to see?
I mean, I think it has more to do with the promoters, right? Because they are the ones that are investing in that fighter. So they are the ones that need to get their money back. So it's the promoters because they're in competition because they have 3-4 different promoters with 3-4 different broadcasters. So they're forced to put on the best fight for their network, not forced to put on the best fight for their fighter.
Okay. So it's networks and promoters making these, whatever
Yeah,
possible and ripping on
believe
the big ones.
me, if Bob was told, hey, bro, just make the best fights. Don't matter if it's on ESPN. We not going to cut your $90 million we give you per year to make fights for us. So it's okay if Shakur goes to PBC and we still give you 90 and we don't get a Shakur fight. It's okay if Valdez goes to the zone and we still give you 90 and we don't get a Valdez. Like, bro, their alliance is to their network who's giving them that big-ass check every year to put on fights. It's hard to ask a promoter to go do business with someone else. It's like if I'm a tree planter, I'm going to plant these trees all by my fucking self. What do I need to go hire another tree planting company to go have with me on planting these trees? Y'all got to understand that. It's a business, man. It's never going to make sense until the fight is big enough that the revenue split between the two, opposite promoters makes sense.
So that would be like, I know it's astronomical compared to other fights, but Pac Mayweather, they did.
No, I mean that would be Tank Ryan. That's why those two companies came together because the finances make sense.
Why doesn't that happen more often, especially since we got a lot of fights
Because William Zepeda hasn't been built, and neither has Shakur. Like Shakur could do 10, 12,000 maybe in Prudential. Can he do it in New York? Can he do it in LA? Can he do it in Baltimore? Can he do it in DC? Can he do it in Atlanta where he didn't do it with Herron? You know what I mean? They not building fighters no more because they getting $90 million. They don't give a fuck. It's like, wait, you giving me $90 million? And I get to get psyched? Bro, but think about how much money. They like, wait, I get 90 from you. And then I'm going to get money from the MGM Grand or money from the Minnesota, wherever the fuck PBC takes those fucks, and you got Thomas and Mack and all these places that Jerry Jones, everybody bidding over your fight. So that's another stream of revenue. Then you got O'Reilly want to be all over on your ring, and you got DeWalt want to be all on the ring, giving you more money. Bro, these dudes making money over fists. They don't want to split. That's the fucking problem. They greedy.
Greed is why we don't see the fights we want to see.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Listen, think about the time when Floyd fought Canelo and on the undercard you had Danny versus Lucas. That tells you everything you need to know. Tells you everything you need to know, that there's always money. Is do they want to spend it? Because you paid Floyd to fight Canelo, so the budget should be tapped out. Logic tells us the budget's tapped out. That logic tells us that if they make Earl versus Crawford, we get a shit undercard because those guys, they got to pay those guys. But how they did it for Floyd, Canelo, fucking Matisse, and Danny. And Google it. Danny was rumored to have gotten $3 million back then. That's like fucking almost 20 years ago. Bro, if they want to make fights, they can make fights. And believe me, it's got to be people who draw. Danny's been a draw. He broke records in Barclays. You know what I'm saying? Matisse was a threat. When people think you could lose, they come out. Floyd, Canelo, 2 undefeateds. It was big business. And you had Richard Schaefer. Come on, man. Richard Schaefer's a G. You had Richard tag team with Al. Like, now they separate. It's Pro Bellum. He got his own thing going on. Let's give him 60 days, bro. I sat down with him. He said he's gonna get a network deal. He's gonna surprise everybody. So we'll see what the fuck Schaefer does. But then that's another competitor. You know what that means? If Schaefer gets a deal,
more people to
if
be
Schaefer
greedy.
if Schaefer gets a deal and Regis wins the belt, forget about it. Now, whoever was next to fight Regis, let's see, that's 140. Right? So Regis wins that BC at 40. And then next in line would be Jose Ramirez. Now, they got to do some sort of purse bid. Ramirez ain't going nowhere. My man is Mexican, and that's what ESPN loves. He ain't going nowhere. Did he go anywhere when he fought Hooker? No, the fuck he did.
Oh.
It was Hooker that went over to ESPN. So.
One more quick question before I get up out the speakers and let you finish this up. Do you see or foresee something like golf where a third party like the Middle East came in and made their own little whatever you want to call it, paying all this money out because they got it? Do you think that they could start rounding up boxers and make their own little, de facto WBC, WBA, little quiet quality tournament type thing? Is that possible? Do you see that?
I mean, they could pay for a tournament. There's a rumor, I think, of a heavyweight tournament that the WBC is trying to start. The way that they did their super middleweight tournament a bunch of months ago or years ago. But, yeah, anybody could be the money. But to be the zone, you got to be long-term. Showtime is long-term. That's my goal, man. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm not going to be embarrassed. I want to hope that the boxing gods hear me. DAZN needs to take over. All boxing needs to be on DAZN. Let every rival promoter be on DAZN. And let DAZN force them to work with each other. They have unlimited bandwidth. They could put on unlimited shows. That's why you see 3 cards on one day on DAZN, because they don't care. They worried about subscriptions, and they get their money on playbacks, because if they got the content, we got to go see it. So it don't matter if it's live or not. It's locked.
Yes, sir.
You need to go see it. So my goal is DAZN, bro. They got the money. They gave Eddie $1 billion, and then they put 4.6 more million into the shit, or 4.6 more billion. I don't fucking know. They got way too much money. ESPN ain't getting it done. And they not going to give Al dates, I know people hate PBC, but at the end of the day, PBC got too many fucking fighters. We need those fighters in action. And we need all 3 of the big 3 promoters working together. And I think the only way that happens is on the same network, which is still difficult because remember, Golden Boy and Top Rank was on HBO, and they showed everybody how to not do business together. They invented the Cold War in boxing. Before there was an Eddie, before there was an Al, fucking Bob and Oscar did not get along, and they fucked everything up when Golden Boy and when HBO was giving out money hand over fist. You know, HBO's paying dudes crazy buku dollars for regular HBO fights, but these guys are crying like babies and making shit fights, you know? But listen, let me get to some other callers I got on the line. Who is up? If you haven't already requested to speak, ahead and do so. I got Majid. What up? Majid on Discord, you there? All right, we going out the blog talk. Looks like we got Al in the Bay.
Yo, what's up?
What up, what up?
Yeah, man, it seems like Shakur just going at everybody. I love it, man. I love it.
Me too.
Not afraid. Young buck. You know? That's what we need nowadays. Fighters not be scared to call out people and fight people. Seems like there's a lot of ducking going around. But it's like, you know, you can do it, why not? Now, I don't know too much about William Zepeda. I had to do my research on him. But, you know, if it's a good fight, hope they let it happen, you know. And I wonder if the winner, whoever wins, you know, would they fight Devin Haney or would Devin Haney move up after the last fight, you know? So it's a lot of questions. And I can't wait for them to get
I don't know, man. I think that if Shakur earns his way to the position, Shakur Devin might be bigger than Devin Teo or Devin Josh Teller. Shakur Devin it just seems like a bigger fight to me. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, but, you know, Devin Haney kept hinting that, you know, eventually he's going to have to move up. So it's
I mean, you got to pay him. Pedraza was a champion, and he was going up. And then he got the tank fight by Mayweather's Promotions and Showtime, and he understood what that meant in terms of visibility, popularity, and what it would do for his career long term, and he took it. You know what I mean? Jamal Charlo, he was moving up, and he was being called a duck by Julian Williams himself, by the public. Oh, you ain't going to fight your mandatory. He was telling the world he couldn't make weight. He made it one last time to silence the critics. You know, so I don't believe in that. Gennady Golovkin stood at 60 his entire career. He's only had one fight at 68, and that's because Canelo wanted to do that. Not because he wanted to do that. He's still a champ at 68. I mean, at 60. So, yeah, man, people can make the weight, especially when there's money on the line, in my opinion.
Yeah. You know, and they got history, you know, sparring each other. So, you know.
I mean, if anything, think about this, too. Devin just looked his worst on the weigh-in scale. So if he was moving up, he'd have said it already. But he's still telling you, I'm fighting Loma at 35. So, you know, what we think and what we know is two different things.
Yeah, but, you know, with that whole Loma thing, it feels like, oh, well, now you're going to move up because you got to fight Loma, even though Loma was supposed to get the title fight before you. I think that's what kind of hinted that, you know, he was like,
I mean, but do it matter? Do it matter? But Al, you're not making any sense because, like, do it matter why I'm making the weight or don't it just matter that I'm making it, right? Because you said people think he can't make it, so why does it? What matters? What's motivating him? Only thing that matters is can he make it?
True. That's all that matters. He makes the weight, you know, that's all that matters, and I agree. You know, but yeah, him and Shakur would be definitely a good fight. You know, just watch them two on the ring, just going at it. You know, And I can't wait for that to happen. I'll fly out to wherever it's at to be there. So, but yeah, that's my call.
All right, brother Al in the Bay, thank you for calling in. Remember, you can do the same. All you got to do is call in 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We are talking Shakur Stevenson sending offers to all the top fighters. Isaac Cruz got an offer that he turned down. William Zepeda next on the list. Him and his team have an offer they haven't responded yet to, or we would have not been made aware of as of now. Majid on Discord, and remember you could join us on Discord and or Twitter Spaces if you want to join in and voice your opinion. We're also taking calls on Blog Talk. Majid, are you there? Are you there? All right, I guess Majid can't get his Discord to work properly. In the meantime, in between time, if you haven't already checked out our number one sponsor, head on over to KenichiBear.com and check out the young Charlton Chapman's beautiful Hibernation 5 headset. A lot of your favorite fighters are using it. We just had Alston Silva in the building who wears them. We've had Carmel Moten who wears them. Hackett who wears them. Danny, Ringwalk Danny that is, who wears them. So head on over to KenichiBear.com and get yourself a set of Hibernation 5s and get 15% off by using the discount code TBV. Yes, sir. Go ahead and support. Remember, by supporting them, you're supporting us because they are our lead sponsor. Obviously, Carden went the extra mile and bought me this amazing mixer that we're using to do this show as an early Christmas present. So I'm definitely grateful to my man Carden because, I love fucking with these sound effects. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I got to just remember that they're on my pads and I don't have to always do anything. Someone said already, you already know, Jake Paul is really fighting a bigger picture fight in his showing that boxers can promote themselves. Oh, yeah. Nah, shout out to Jake. He definitely doing his thing. I'm actually going to be happier when Jake is retired and can solely focus on promoting and growing the sport. The problem with that is these promoters and these networks want Jake because he brings eyeballs, and to bring those eyeballs, he's got to be fighting. So that's the thing, But Majid, I still don't hear you, my friend. What's up? Are you available or not? I see you in queue, but I don't see what's up. I'm not hearing you. But, all right, so I guess I'm going to go through these requests again. If anybody wants to request, if we got anybody on Blog Talk, because if not, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We're only here as long as you're here with us. And it looks like, Bugs, we already went to you, champ. You do have to send a $5 super chat and or cash app for a counterpunch if you want to talk again, my friend. So yeah. Once again, don't forget to head on over to KenichiBear.com and support the young amateur entrepreneur Carden Chapman, the inventor of the Hibernation 5s. These are Bluetooth headset and detachable mics. So not only are they a headset, they also double as a gaming set. Looks like we got Majid. What up? Yo. 405. Riding high.
Yo, you said, can you hear me?
I hear you. 405. Who's this? This is AMG, Oklahoma. What up?
Yeah, my bad. You said Majid, so I wasn't sure. But yeah, what's up, man? Thanks for the show. Happy Thanksgiving.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man, I love Shakur's energy. I hope he keeps putting that pressure on people. And especially with Oscar always talking shit, saying that Heyman gets in the way of fights, which I technically do agree with. Now the ball's on his court, right? Is he going to get away? Is he going to get in the way of a good fight? So yeah, I hope William takes it. It's for something, right? It's for potentially an eliminator. Shit, I can't talk today. But does the WBC have to agree for it to be an eliminator? Do you know about that?
They have to agree, but that's a simple letter or phone call, bro, because he's already highly ranked, and Isaac, who's ranked above, has already rejected.
Shit, if that's the case, yeah, I'm with it. I hope that fight happens.
For sure, man.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Appreciate you. We going out to Majid on Twitter. Majid, you got to unmute. There you go.
Oh, okay. What up? What up? You can hear me now?
Nice and clear. What up, dude?
Shit, man. Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. Yeah, man. That Discord, if somebody calling shit while you listening to you, then try to get on, that shit be muting and shit. That shit crazy. But yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't think nobody gonna be happy to fight Shakur Stevenson. So I don't know what the fuck they expect. I hope they take it, but yeah, I don't think they want to go through all that before they make some more money off of Zepeda and shit. And, that phone got me so damn mad, man. Oh yeah, and I like that idea you said with the DAZN. Like they said DAZN USA, then we got all these foreign fighters and shit. That we don't really know about. We got to learn. So I feel like somebody like PBC, if they hit that shit, they'll be able to get DAZN more downloads from our regions. We could pay that little yearly shit, and just add a little extra on the pay-per-views. And then, like I said, to benefit them, they could get the motherfucking DAZN USA and make it officially DAZN USA and not DAZN UK USA or whatever the fuck. But
exactly.
Yeah, man. I'm like, they got that big budget and all that shit, so I'm with that shit 1,000%. I think hopefully one day you do a show on just that or whatever, so we could put it in the environment and make these motherfuckers think and give us something better. But yeah, man, that's all I got. And shout out to you doing this shit on Thanksgiving, man. Hope you and your family eating good. I know y'all is, but that's all I got.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man. Like I said, man, everybody's off today, so it just feels like the natural thing is to do the show. I feel like, we should get more engagement and interaction, but I guess you guys are sleeping in. People choosing to stay in bed today. I honestly thought we would get way more callers than what we got. But on Discord, professional boxer Marlon So Icy, what up? Marlon, what up? So Icy on Discord. Remember, we're using Twitter and Blog Talk. The number to call on Blog Talk is 14255-669-5241. You could also find all methods to call into the show always in our live chat. We're consistently pinning and or posting on our live chat. So definitely stay up to date right there. Looks like in Pittsburgh. Oh, why my Pittsburgh caller dipped out like that? That was Jonah Jones. It looks like John Jones. Damn. But yeah, you can call in 14255-669-5241. Press one time. You got to give me a minute to get to you. Oh, you saying better topic, better callers. That's the problem, man. We can't talk about Earl and Wilder every day. There's other fighters out here, man. And Shakur is doing what those fighters don't do. He's sending offers. He ain't just on Twitter with the Twitter fingers. He's sending offers, man. So when you got a dude sending offers like that, you got to respect his energy. You got to talk about that, man, because, he doing the right thing. But I'm going to John Jones in Pittsburgh. John Jones, what it do?
Hey, what's up, bro? Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, my friend.
So if Shakur was whatever fight he does fight, is he next in line for a fight, like for the title?
Pretty much, he just got to get this eliminator.
Okay, and that's an unpopular opinion by me. I know. I love Shakur, but I don't like the fact that it's like you lost your belt on the scale, and now you're just, I don't want to say getting spoon-fed because these guys aren't easy, but it's like maybe he should have to fight 2 or 3 fights before he would get a title shot because he didn't.
It's kind of what's happening, though.
On the scale.
It's kind of what's happening, right? So he fight, hypothetically speaking, Zepeda accepts, right? So he and Zepeda schedule. What is happening next in your mind with Devin Haney?
He's going to fight Lomachenko and he's going to move up.
All right, so he's got to fight Loma. He's got to fight Loma. Do you believe Devin has a rematch clause?
No.
So you think Devin fights Loma one way, no rematch?
Oh yeah, wait. I think on his side he will put a rematch clause in, but I think he beats Loma, so there won't be a need for a rematch.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay. I think that the money would be big enough that he will do a rematch. I think that the money is big enough that he's doing the first fight. That's why, even though they say the rumor is he can't make weight, he's sure enough not saying he can't make it for the Loma fight. I think that he's not going to be able to, not that he's not going to be able to, but that he's not going to want to walk away from the checks that Loma represent. And if you beat Loma once, you're going to beat him twice. And he probably retires Loma if he does him 2 fights. And we all know Top Rank will pay for it because that's Bob Arum's, favorite, fighter.
Yeah. But I look at it like this. You see it that way, but I see it another way. I see it like, all right, Devin wins this fight. He moves up to 140. Loma takes another fight. All the belts are now vacant. And then somehow he gets another title shot. You know what I mean? Like with a vacant title.
Yeah, he won't get that because the only dude that you're going to have to fight for that vacant belt is Shakur. And then the other dude that you're going to have to fight for that vacant belt is Isaac. It's like there's not really many places you can go.
I get what you're saying, but that's my thing with the Shakur. It's like he's really like next in line, and it's like, but you lost your belt on the scale. Like there has to be some type of, I know he's talented and he should be like considered based on his talent, but
I don't understand what you are asking for. Like his punishment was losing the belt. When you lose the belt, you're no longer a champion. So you're not even making the amount of money you used to make. Now, yes, that fight, I'm sure he got paid what was contracted because there was a contract. But, like, he lost the belt, and now he's at the back of the line. If he don't lose the belt, he could have just said, yo, as the WBO champion, I want to fight the WBO champion in Devon, and then been the second mandatory after Loma. But that's not the case. He lost his belt. It's not. So he's already being punished by having to fight Isaac and William. Because as a champ, you just go straight to the top.
Straight to the top. Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. All right. Okay. Never mind. All right. Mute point then. All right. Yeah. But I see what you're saying. I think, though, Shakur, if he fights William Zepeda fight will be a good fight because of William Zepeda's volume. Like, that was like, because when he fought JoJo, it was like, oh, my gosh. Like, JoJo just couldn't get off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he didn't give him room to breathe. Like, I wonder if, because Shakur hasn't fought, I don't think, a volume puncher like this. So, like, that would be, like, the only thing that, like, would give Zepeda maybe a chance is his volume. But I don't see him, like, hanging with Shakur at all, though.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for calling in. We do appreciate it. Remember, you could call in using your cell phone or your landline by dialing the number 1-425-569-5241. You can always look in our live chat right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, for the numerical numbers that you need. If you can't understand the sound coming out of my
voice. Yeah, where the fuck the callers at? Just saying.
Where the callers at, though? On Discord, nobody. All right, I'm out, man. I'm leaving y'all, man. That's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next ones. Y'all some haters hating on Shakur Energy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really not calling in because your favorite fighter don't do this shit. Your favorite fighter don't call out the top. Your favorite fighter he don't fucking send no fucking offers out on all the Twitter call outs he do. My favorite fighter's doing what he's supposed to do, and that's why y'all fucking ducking the phone lines, because y'all ain't got shit to say. Because usually little pussies be calling in talking about, but did he send an offer though? Oh, this don't mean nothing. This just Twitter. You know, I'm tired of these fighters talking on Twitter. Yeah, you got a dude here finally sending offers. Nobody ain't got nothing to say. It's all good. We're going to keep following you, Shakur. We're going to keep showing the world that you are greatness in the flesh, that you're doing what the dudes didn't do before you and hopefully do after you. Nets GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Peace.